It's crunch time on farms across Canada.
Cheapest source of protein in the world.
The annual race to get crops off fields and to market. But this harvest is stalled by a railway labor dispute.
So these are peas. Where were they supposed to be going?
They're supposed to go to probably India and China.
Now what happens?
Well, their ships are probably sitting on the port waiting for this shipment. They're supposed to go out tomorrow from our local terminal.
Farming, always a precarious business, facing an extra hurdle this year.
We are being held hostage because we got two groups, the union and the rail lines. I blame them both. They pick the worst time of year every time they try to do this stunt.
Ottawa has stepped in to bring the dispute to an end, pushing for binding arbitration, a move the union representing rail workers opposes.
The best way to have a contract is at the bargaining table. We don't believe to let a third party to decide what's going to be our working condition.
Workers at CPKC remain on strike. CN employees could soon follow suit after filing a 72-hour strike notice.
Unfortunately, the Teamsters are choosing a path of further confrontation and trying to shut Canada down again.
But even a forced settlement will take time, creating a backlog in the country's rail system, costing the Canadian economy hundreds of millions of dollars a day. That cost driving calls to prevent future rail shutdowns.
Transportation should be declared an essential services so that, there are more tools in the toolbox for governments in situations like these.
Back on the farm, the future is now. Worries that this year's rail disruption could have foreign customers thinking twice about buying Canadian crops.
They don't understand how we can't be a reliable country to deliver our products because of these kind of disputes.
An uncertainty that could make future harvests harder to pull off.
Aaron, even once any labor disruption ends, it can still take a while to get the rail system back to normal.
Yeah, that's right, Christine. This is going to take time, and with uncertainty looming over these negotiations, it's hard to know how long. That's because every day that rail traffic is disrupted, more and more shipments like these ones right behind me, they get backed up. So imagine Canada's rail network is like a pipeline. It's usually pretty full, right? So if there's a shutdown, there's a backlog. And even if the pipe can be filled up again, it takes a while to work through that backlog. So yeah, Christine, even once things are settled in this dispute, it could take weeks or even months to get back to normal.
Thanks, Aaron. Aaron Collins in Calgary.